Hey, how's it going? I'm Jason from Draw for God. You know, I swore when we started doing these videos that I would never do an in your car video because everybody does that. Now look at me. I'm actually parked in the parking lot. I'm not driving around with the camera going, so trying to keep it safe. I'm actually on lunch break. My wife is out of town, so I've got to fend for myself. So I made some bad decisions and got some healthy food. But anyways, I just wanted to fill you in a little bit about Draw for God. A lot of people don't know exactly where Draw for God came from. For as long as I can remember, I've been an artist. My strong point is cartooning. I just love cartooning. It seems like it comes natural. Up until recently, I didn't realize, but that is a gift from God. It's a talent. And a few years ago, I tried making a website that was focused on Christian t-shirts with a lot of the Bible art that you see on Draw for God. There was something about it that just didn't sit right. I think one of the biggest issues that I had with it is I never even prayed on it. I just got the idea and I just ran with it. And I don't know, I felt like it wasn't what God wanted me to do. I got a couple t-shirt orders, which was amazing. I remember the first one I got, I was just so thankful. I remember falling on my knees and I literally just cried because it was a lot of work. I put a lot of work into it, but I don't think my heart was fully into it. So after a year of that t-shirt site being up, I took it down. It was a little out of frustration, but I just felt like it wasn't going anywhere, and I felt a little odd trying to make money off of God's word, like with the scripture and the pictures and all that stuff. So I don't know. And just one day, I asked God, I said, Lord, you've blessed me with all these abilities, and I'm not trying to brag. I know other people can draw and some people can't, but I feel like he's blessed me with a special gift to draw and be artistic. So I asked him, I said, Lord, you've blessed me with these talents. What do I do with them? And I heard that small, still voice said, draw for me. And immediately I'm like, draw for you, God. Draw for God. Draw for God. So I've taken that artwork that I originally used for the t-shirts and I've put it on the site and I've mixed in cartooning with it. One of the popular kind of edgy cartoon that I do, or comic, is it's called The Sketchy Christian, and there's two meanings behind it. The artwork is actually kind of sketchy looking, and the other side of it is kind of pointing fingers at Christians that are just live by these man-made rules and that fall into secular issues as far as like superstition and, you know, worried about luck and talking about Mother Nature. And I'm just as guilty, but I think it's a good way to point things out to other Christians that may be struggling with this. I'm not trying to cause another brother and sister to stumble, but I think if you help other Christians recognize that, then it's a good help. But anyways, the sketching, the comics, the cartoons, that's a good portion of Draw for God. But now my wife is talking me into doing some of these inspirational or devotional videos. They're fun. They're a lot of work, especially when it comes to editing. But I think some of the messages are helping you guys out there. Another thing that we're going to start doing on Draw for God is blogging. I love taking photos and I love sharing them. And if I can blog about that with some scripture and some meaning behind it, I think God's going to bless that as well. So Draw for God isn't really just drawing, but like I mentioned in one of my earlier videos, we're kind of drawing you in closer to God. We're trying to help you develop that relationship with Jesus that everybody should long for. Not saying I'm a perfect Christian by any means, but I'm very confident that God has called us to do this ministry. So that's where Draw for God is at right now. We keep seeing some growth. I know it's not about the numbers, but when we get new subscribers or likes or shares with the videos, it's exciting because we know that people are actually enjoying the content. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel or following us on Facebook or Instagram, please do so because that helps out. And then you guys could do your part in sharing the videos or the artwork or the blog posts just to help keep spreading that word of Jesus. So I just wanted to take some time out to kind of just briefly explain Draw for God. We've got a lot more coming up. My wife and I are actually going to plan on doing a video talking about our salvation, because we feel like that is super important. And it's not that we have to prove anything to you guys out there, but we want to talk about on our own separate levels of how we came to Jesus and how much we have changed. So anyways, that's that. Just wanted to give you a quick update. Oh, by the way, let me grab it right quick. My prayer journal. I wrote some things down, and God actually led me to the scripture, because I had some question. You know, Satan's going to kick you down. If you're doing something good, Satan is going to kick you down. He's always going to be there to chop you down or tell you you're not worthy, you're doing it wrong, why are you doing this? So with this Draw for God ministry, we've already had some struggles, but we know who wins in the end, and we gain tons of confidence from that. So God led me to the scripture because I was down one day and I was thinking, should we even be doing this? Do people think we're weird? You know, just all those weird questions come to me, and the doubt just piles up. So anyways, here's the scripture that God led me to. It's from Isaiah 52:7. How beautiful on the mountains are the feet of those who bring good news, who proclaim peace, who bring good tidings, who proclaim salvation, who say to Zion, your God reigns. Got a lot of comfort from that. The Lord is just saying, keep going. You're doing all right. You're doing good. So that's the goal for Draw for God, just to keep going. And I hope and I pray that you grow with us. Have a good week and keep checking back for more updates. Thank you guys. Man, my cheeseburger's getting all cold.